Well, Richie, thanks for joining us. Congratulations. I've got a sense of deja vu. Leyton Orient, again, coming from behind to secure a very important victory.
Yeah, I thought I speak to the players. I warn the players that in the first half I don't want too much possession without going anywhere, and there'll be a threat from set plays and a counter-attack. And we got done on the counter-attack, moved the ball too slow, didn't play through lines enough, didn't take it on the back foot, wasn't threatening enough. We've done really well in the first 5 minutes. We got to two areas where we can leave the ball in behind them. We good low crosses. We turn it down, we go back to the halfway line, and they were really disciplined. Keep the wingers very narrow, difficult to play through them. But we just didn't move the ball quick enough. And you get what they deserve, and I think they deserve to. Even though we had all the ball, I think they deserve to be in front in the first half. I think second half we come in, we just dropped Brownie as a third centre back in build up, and I thought that the angles that give us caused them more problems. It also allowed us to give us full width on the pitch, keeping Jack Currier high on the left and keeping Dan Aggie high on the right. So I think in the end we probably deserved it, although it's difficult at the end when they're putting players on the back line and just going route one and anything can land. Maybe Lavery could have scored. I thought he was very good when he come on, a huge threat. But yeah, the resilience again, the character to get the job done, finished off by an outstanding finish was pleasing.
You don't often make a double change at the break, but Dan Ajayi had a huge impact, didn't he?
He did, and Dan comes off on Friday because he's knackered. So I've got two options then. You know, we was aware of what Dan done to Andrew at our home game, and Dan was outstanding. And when Dan's on, it can cause anyone a problem. We didn't think that Andrew was going to start today, but he's been coming on for the last 20 minutes, half an hour of games, and we thought that might be the case. So I've got a conundrum: do a start Dan, even though he's been fatigued from Friday, and then get to, the game was always going to start. Them a low block, us having the possession and not much spaces to run in. But then we knew that depending on results elsewhere, they would have to open up and you'd have to win the game, and then maybe save Dan to the last half an hour. It was probably 15 minutes more than I wanted, but I needed more from the wingers in the first half.
Another from Charlie Kelman.
Excellent. First time that we get 1v1 and we shift it and we cross the ball in the game really. And he's clever. He doesn't walk in there too early. He stays off the back. You taught as young strikers to see the defender's number. A great ball over the defender's head and a good finish, and the second one is excellent.
It really was from Jamie Donnelly. His 8th of the season. Was that his best?
Listen, he scored a few. His actual best goal is not his. It's Ortega's own goal, he would say. But no, listen, he's a special talent. And for all his goals and assists, I'm more pleased with his development off the ball and his decision making. We had too many. I was thinking about bringing Don Ball on. We had too many number 10s off, but I didn't want to take Jamie off. He's so tactically good. He knows where to be, and he's learned that over probably the last 6-7 months. So it's a credit to him.
Is Jack Currier okay?
Yeah, I thought it was a bad tackle. I'm not an advocate for getting people a red card, but I thought it was a dangerous one where it could be a dangerous one. It was late. It was forceful. He's rolled it. We'll have to wait and see.
That could be a big blow because two massive games coming up and a big defeat for Wycombe Wanderers home to Charlton today.
It's this league. I mean, Charlton are on a right run. If Charlton are at it, they can beat anybody. And like I say, anybody in this league can beat anybody. It is just the way that it is. If we don't move the ball quicker, do you know what happens in that second half? We get frustrated, we get loose, we get done on the counter, you get beat 2-0. It's about not stick to the game plan, implement the game plan sooner, be more disciplined in our starting positions, and then we can get wins. But I'm pleased with the win, and we just go on to the next one.
And how will you prepare now for the visit of the Chairboys coming on Saturday with an early kick-off?
All you can do at this time of year is rest, recover when you come into training, and then there's a bit of game prep. There's not many special sessions. We've had a couple on the pitch last week preparing for Brighton because it was a full week leading up to it. But it's more about making sure that the players aren't going to get fitter at this time of year. It's making sure that they're ready and they're there to go and perform. And perform is not the first 45 minutes. By going through the motions, our sprint distance in the first half we've done all the sprinting running back to our own goal. So if you've got the energy and you can sprint to run back towards your own goal, when you've got the ball you can sprint to running behind people, sprint to make angles, so it makes it a lot more fluent for us.
And psychologically, how do you manage this group of players? still in that top 6 position.
I've said it all along, Dave. We were relegated by November, yeah. Then we were safe by December, and then by March we can't get in the playoffs. So it is what it is. That's just. I said a quote when I first joined this football club. That if the fans are with me and they're with the players, we'll take you on a journey. Okay, let's just enjoy the journey, because at the moment it's not a bad journey, is it?
It's a fantastic journey. Thank you, Richie.
Enjoy
Well
it,
done.
Dave.
Thank you.